Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Trader's Lunchbox. I'm Rob Booker. I'm very happy to see you here. Welcome, everybody from YouTube land. We're so happy to be on YouTube this week. We enjoy spending some time with you. We've got the chat box up live on YouTube, and we are going to do another contest today. Congratulations to all of our winners. Today, we did something exciting. We took a road trip today down into Houston, Texas, and we took a look at an 84-inch touchscreen monitor called this Microsoft Surface Hub that could eventually be right here behind me, and we'll do a bunch of training sessions and all kinds of other cool stuff on that. And I thought to myself on the way back in the car with Nate, how does somebody go from just thinking about doing a show on the internet to doing a show? Or how does somebody think about, like you, think about having the car of your dreams, or the home of your dreams, or the trading account of your dreams, or I guess the person of your dreams, and go from thinking about it to you actually getting the things that you want? Well, today on the show, we're going to come back to the book Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. And we have another segment of this book that we want to talk about today. And today is all about that. But we don't want to forget to do a contest. So today on the show, if you could, let's just say, you know what, we're going to do something fun here today because I'm super hungry today. What's your favorite food? I want to just know in the comments section here, live on YouTube, in the chat box, just let me know, what's your favorite food in the whole world? Like something that you think maybe I've never tried before. Like the favorite place locally that if I were going to come visit you in your town or city and we were going to broadcast the show live from your trading room, where would you take Nate and I to eat? I mean, it'll be our treat, of course, but where would we go? In the comments section, right here live on YouTube, we'd love to hear from you. Let us know what the answer is. Let us know where you would take us. And later on in the show, Nate will announce a winner of today's contest. That sounds like a great thing to do. Anyway, this Microsoft Surface Hub thing was like the maximum price for this thing was $28,000. And I thought to myself, that's a lot of money for a computer monitor. That's a lot of money. So what we need to do is, around these parts, we need to just keep bringing you the greatest show that's ever been made for traders. We need to bring you great stuff. So you share this show with your friends, and we love you. So we're going to do that contest today. We're going to read a little bit out of Think and Grow Rich, and the winner of today's contest is going to get this bag of Reese's Pieces. If you don't like Reese's Pieces, then we'll get you some Skittles, or we'll send you some Altoids. And we'll send you a copy of Think and Grow Rich. Does that sound all right to you? Sounds all right to me. What would happen if you could have the exact lifestyle that you wanted? What would your life be like if you could have the exact lifestyle that you wanted? What would that look like? If you spend a moment now, you can pause the video. I think even live on YouTube, there's a DVR option, so you can pause the video. What would your life look like right now? Where would you be? Who would you be talking to? What kind of equipment would be around you? And as I think about that, this is pretty much exactly what my dream is. Like this whole thing, you know, minus some of the boxes that we still haven't sent out yet, but minus some of that, this is exactly the way that I would have things. And would it be time with your family? Would it be time with your friends? Would it be traveling to exotic locations around the world? Well, I just want to say welcome. Eddie is our newest lifetime member. We don't have a text from Eddie. He did write to me just a few minutes ago on my phone, but Eddie's our brand new lifetime member. And it's my goal and it's my passion. I'm kind of obsessed with it, to be honest. I'm kind of obsessed with, I just want to make your life better. I don't know why that is. I can't even explain why that is, but it's my obsession. And part of the way that I want to do that is by continuing our conversation of Think and Grow Rich. So today on the broadcast, we're going to continue talking about Think and Grow Rich for traders. And I've got a section from the book right here that I printed out from the web. And I want to read you a story from Think and Grow Rich, and I want to apply it for traders. And today's special topic is specialized knowledge. So from page 80 of this edition of Think and Grow Rich, here's the story. During the Depression, a salesman in a grocery store found himself without a position. Having had some bookkeeping experience, he took a special course in accounting, familiarized himself with all the latest bookkeeping and office equipment, and went into business for himself. Starting with the grocer for whom he had formerly worked, he made contracts with more than 100 small merchants to keep their books at a very nominal monthly fee. I'm going to put the word nominal up here on the whiteboard. Or we could put the word modest up here on the whiteboard. His idea was so practical. Let's put the word practical up here. His idea was so practical that he soon found it necessary to set up a portable office in a light delivery truck, which he equipped with modern bookkeeping machinery. This is like there was no internet, so he brought bookkeeping to the people. He now has a fleet of those bookkeeping trucks on wheels and employs a large staff of assistants, thus providing small merchants with accounting service equal to the best that money can buy at a very nominal cost. This is going to be really important in just a minute. In other words, specialized knowledge plus imagination were the ingredients that went into this unique and successful business. I love this. This makes me super excited. And here's why this makes me excited, because this can be applied to traders. How do you gain and how do you use specialized knowledge for traders? Here's the ingredients that go into specialized knowledge for success for traders. There's two main elements, number one and number two. Number one is having a nominal or a modest, and let's call it a goal. If you start with a nominal or a modest goal and you compound your gains from there, and we've talked about this all week long, if you start from that premise, if you start from that idea, you are bound to succeed. There is almost nothing that can stop you if you keep the goal modest to begin with. Now remember, I had a conversation with Jack yesterday, one of our brand new lifetime members, and I thought to myself, this is easy. For Jack, who has a lot of knowledge and who's gained a lot of understanding about the markets with all the investments that he's made in education, Jack now needs a modest goal, something so easy to accomplish that there's no chance that he could fail. Now I want you to think about it, whether it's in the job that you have that's not trading related, in the relationship that you have, or in whatever other thing that is going on in your life right now. If you want to meet somebody new, if you want to get a car that you've always wanted, if you want to live in a house that you've always wanted to live in, or if you want to grow your trading account, think about a modest goal, not a giant goal. Think about a modest interim goal, just like we talked about the other day. If you think about a modest interim goal, a medium-term goal, or a short-term goal, such as in the world of trading, $1 a week. If you have struggled at all in trading and you haven't had the success that you wanted, or investing or whatever else, if you set for yourself a modest goal, what that does is it sets you up to succeed. And by having multiple weeks of success built on top of each other, you grow your confidence. And when you grow your confidence, you can increase the size of your goal and you don't feel like it's a stretch. Everybody has, in other words, and we've talked about this. This is me. This is Rob. And everybody has a ceiling on achievement that they feel is practical and easy for them. Difficult for them, something above where they are now. And then everybody also has a floor, something that they've risen above. All right, so this is the floor, and this is easy. This is below us. This is the car you already drive, or the stuff that you already had, the stuff that you're accustomed to getting on a regular basis without much effort. The floor is easy. And for every single person in life, and all of your friends and your neighbors and your associates and whatever else, something is easy for them that's difficult for you. And something's difficult for you that's easy for them. But then again, stuff that you do that's really easy might be difficult for someone else. Everything comes down to this. You start with what is easy, and you get really good at that. Now, how does this apply to specialized knowledge? Well, here's how it applies. So imagine out there that you're reading some book for traders, right? So you've gone out there and you've bought some book for traders, and you devour that knowledge with respect to options or whatever else it is. What most traders will try to do is they will try to take this knowledge right here and they'll try to make the equivalent of $1 million right out of the gate with this specialized knowledge. But if you take this instead, that's a ceiling. If you take it and you say, well, instead of doing that, I just learned about options, but now I'm going to, instead of trying to do $1 million a week, I'm going to do $1 this week. I'm just going to try to apply what I know and what I've learned and I'm going to try to do $1. That's the modest goal, the modest and practical. So when this guy in the Great Depression, he started his mobile bookkeeping service, he charged a modest fee. I call it, in the world of marketing, I call it a hell yes price. And that means that in business, he set his price at hell yes. So when he went to a business and said, I'd like to do your bookkeeping, they said, well, how much does it cost? And he said, it's $1 a week. And they said, hell yes, because it was a modest. Now you might say, oh, you know, I'm never going to pay my mortgage with $1 a week. You're never going to build your confidence trying for something that is above you right now. And this is the same for me. This is how I set my goals and how I do my things. I stack up easier and easier things to do. Things that were difficult for me a year ago are now easy for me. And I'm constantly building my confidence and going one level up at a time. And I'm spending my time with the chat room and with traders like Andrew and Clymer and Caroline and Joel and Bill and Scott and all those people in the chat room. I'm spending time with them because they help me accomplish my modest or achievable goals. The next thing is, it's got to be practical. So another thing that people will do when they read a book about trading, for example, is they will read that book about trading and it will require a schedule that they're not accustomed to, software that's really expensive, or equipment that's really difficult, or a level of mathematical understanding that's above them. And this is what I struggled with. So early on in my trading career, I would read a book about options or stocks or whatever, and I really wanted to be a stock trader because I got started right around when all the technology stocks were booming. And I found that the giant universe of tech stocks was too great, the charting software was too expensive, and in other words, it wasn't practical for me. And what a lot of people out there will do is they will choose impractical setups, or they'll try to be great at trading options, which I see all the time. And options are really difficult to make money, not for you maybe, but for other people. And what you want to do also, and this sounds like we're dumbing it all down really far, but that's exactly the point. What we do is we dumb the entire profession of trading down so far to something practical, a schedule that's easy to keep, with a system that's easy to set up on my charts, and get to the point now where I can just trade from, like for example, where I can just trade from my phone. All of my discretionary trading can now be done right off of my phone. So I pick an easy schedule where I can just do it in the morning when I get in the office kind of early, and a system that's easy to set up and easy to use, something that goes with me on the road, like that guy in his bookkeeping service in the Great Depression, that's mobile, that goes with me everywhere I am. So it's easy to do. And by setting a modest goal and a practically easy system to accomplish, what I do is I start to build my confidence. In other words, how did any person who eventually trades for a living get to the point where they're trading for a living, living in the house they want to live in, driving the car they want to drive, surrounded by the people they want to be with, going on the vacations they always wanted? How do you get to that place? Well, you do it by first accomplishing what's easy for you to do, and then stepping one simple step above that. If you're not great with computers, for example, trading's really difficult. So one of the first steps you do is you take a computer class. If you really want to trade options and you're not very good at it, you might start by just doing covered calls. You might buy some shares of Apple stock and then sell calls against that or whatever, and then you're covered, and you can make a premium. And you do what's easy first, and then you build on top of that. So what you do with the challenge today, the challenge today is to say, in the big picture, with the big goal that I have right now. So my goal is to get another one of these, the 911, the greatest car ever built. That's my goal. So what easy thing can I do that, when compounded, is going to make this simpler to do and to accomplish? Instead of trying to do this whole thing right now today, I just know that's going to happen. It's 100% going to happen. So what I could do is I could say, all right, I want to get this through my trading profits. So in my larger trading account, my 165 account, what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to do another $500, which is less than 1%. I'm going to try to do that in the next 2 weeks. So that's a very small percentage gain, and it's going to get me one incremental step closer. Now, once I accomplish that, and that becomes easy for me, which it should be, then I can gradually increase that amount. And it might take me a year, it might take me 10 years, right? We talked about this the other day. If I give myself a giant time horizon, all the stress comes off, and it will probably happen much sooner than that. But I've given myself enough time that all of the stress has been reduced. So that's how you do it. You take what's easy, and you build your confidence by continually accomplishing what's easy. Let's come back over here and get back to wrapping up the show here. We're going to leave lifetime membership on sale again with that 3-payment plan, and it's right in the description of this show right now. And when we send you an email later today, we'll have it available there. But that's going to come down in the next 24 hours. We're not going to leave that up forever. I'm just testing it out. It's just an experiment. And why do I do this? Because I'm creating the largest and friendliest and happiest family, an army of traders all around the world who care about each other and who look after each other. And incidentally, we trade systems that make money right now so that it's a little bit easier and we can spend time doing the things that we want to do. All right, we did a contest today. What kind of food and where is it, Nate?
Okay, we have a part, if I don't get this name correct, it's Paul Jaime.
All right, so I'm going to turn this camera around because you never get to see Nate and I have a conversation. All right, so now you'll be able to hear Nate as well.
Yes, we got Mr. Paul.
Paul Jaime.
And he likes Taste of Cuba, and I can't remember.
Taste of Cuba.
It's in New Jersey.
You ever had a taste of Cuba, Nate?
No, I've not actually. Other than the Cuban sandwich, Freehold, New Jersey.
Freehold, New Jersey. Is it anywhere, like, what's the nearest airport to this Taste of Cuba in Freehold, New Jersey? I want to know this. So Paul, we're going to send you a copy of Think and Grow Rich. We'll sign it. We'll send the Reese's Pieces in there with it. And maybe something fun from the office we'd love to share with you. We really appreciate everybody. We appreciate you being here and watching the show and sharing it with others and leaving a comment. This is the greatest part of our day every day. So we're building a better studio to bring this show to you. We're building better tools to teach you more stuff every day. And that's the investment we're making. And all we ask is leave a like on the video today. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. We'd love for you to do that. And Paul, congratulations on winning the contest. And now you finally got to see Nate. Bye for now, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow.